Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go, go.
Double up.
Champion. Champion.
Yes, sir. Our rights are being violated. Okay.
Again?
So, man, again. Talk about it. Constant violation. It seems like is what is going on these days, man. It's already. I'm not sure what is going on in certain areas of the country right now. I think whatever is going on in Canada, you know what I mean? Whatever breeze Trudeau is blowing over there with his tyranny, it's starting to seep into New York. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to seep into New York, and this is a concern. Man, have you seen what they're doing over in Canada?
I know. I mean, like, they didn't even have to shoot it over there. They're literally shutting down war guns over there, man.
Listen, man, it's whatever is going on over there is maybe. I won't be surprised. What is that guy from the WEF? The old guy, the very old one.
Oh, the founder of
Schwab. Is it Schwab?
I was thinking of what was I thinking? Wrestling.
World Economic Forum. Oh yeah, WWE. Hey man, these guys need to be in WWE. You know what I mean? They don't have what it takes.
SmackDown, man.
Ridiculous. Exactly. No, Schwab. I won't be surprised if that guy lives in Canada. I won't be surprised.
No, man, this guy has contacts everywhere, man. You remember it's called Global Public.
I know, but it seems like Canada is like has their foot on the gas pedal with his agenda right now. You know, because Trudeau is just on a roll. You know, we had the trucker situation, now we have the gun situation, we had the freezing of accounts. Everything that we worry about in America is unfolding in Canada, is what it seems like. But it seems Canada is trying to infiltrate, or the Canada vibe is infiltrating New York State to place a moratorium on non-renewable Bitcoin mining. Right, so New York State has passed a bill in a 36-27 vote, placing a 2-year moratorium on proof-of-work cryptocurrency mining with fossil fuels, the method used for mining Bitcoin. That's
not the only method for mining Bitcoin.
That's not the only method. Well,
come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's
been a lot of improvements.
Yeah, there's renewable energy. There's renewable energy for sure. Right. Now, here's the thing. It says. The new applications for, I guess, for business who are trying to get into mining will not be accepted, nor will permits be issued for an electric generating facility that utilizes carbon-based fuels and that provides in whole or in part behind the meter electric energy consumed or utilized by cryptocurrency mining operations. Here's the thing. They're saying this is a 2-year moratorium. How does this work then? After 2 years, then what happens?
Extend it. Isn't that common?
Okay. So in other words, then the rights have already been captured and the violation will just ride on. Right. You know, it was, I think maybe like 2 shows ago, man. I said when you lose your rights, you don't get it back later.
Yes, sir. You said it.
And I think this is one of those things where we're playing with fire, essentially, right? And so we have the article goes on to say, which by the way, this article is from Bitcoin Magazine, right? Sean Amick, you know what I mean? Great piece there. This marks the first attempt of a U.S. state to restrict the rights of a private business to choose what they are allowed to do to dedicate computational resources towards. Nick Carter, a partner at venture capital firm Castle Island Ventures, poised this question on the matter. Will red states respond and ban computation taking place in their borders used for adult activities, Netflix and Disney? Why do you think this person went so far left, man? Like, this person just swung out of field, man. Like, what is that about?
It just took that and tried to have some kind of religious aspect to it, so that you can do what CNN does, had some hype around it. So that
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying.
You can get
politics.
That push, Yeah.
Politics.
Yeah. It's a senator that actually wrote this, so I'm not surprised. What you think?
Oh, the person who wrote this article is a senator.
No. The person that actually wrote the bill. That's if That's if the governor passes the bill, though. They haven't passed the bill yet, but you never know with New York. At
But
some
here's the
point you
thing.
could even buy crypto.
Well,
at New
whatever
York
the
City.
agenda is, what I'm curious about now is why did this make it into this article? Why did the writer feel the need to put that in there? Interesting. Let's move on.
Because that's what's in the bill. Because that's what the bill is saying. It's like, okay, plus
No.
this.
This is what I'm saying. This guy here, right?
Yeah.
The guy who has some agendas from the Capitol Island Ventures,
Yes.
right? He made a comment somewhere. So someone interviewed him, or he sent in his sentiment, and he said, "Will red states respond and ban computation in their borders used for all these other things, Netflix, Disney, and adult movie stuff?" Why would red states respond like that? What is the battle? I don't know of any red states that
Because
are.
the red states are extremely religious. They tend to be a lot more religious than blue
Yes,
states.
but what if New York bans this mining over there, right? How is that
They're
an
coming
attack on a
from-
red state?
Because that means they're gonna come on. Because if New York does that, okay, actually New York is not a red state. But yeah. Why are you trying to put red states? As a matter of fact,
Exactly.
because you're trying to come for Texas.
Exactly. Because here's the thing. Okay, if all this is going to do is just going to move Bitcoin mining out of New York, which means there's going to be capital outflow out of New York. We've seen this happen in China already.
Yeah.
This is irrelevant. This is hurting New York, right? But the other piece about it is the fact that this is clear violations of business rights, really. I guess would you say
Yeah, I
business
mean,
rights?
you
Because you
don't
cannot
go
really
after-
determine what the business does with its computational power, right?
As a matter of fact, you're not going after aviation. Aviation is major in New York City.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was like, all the while, right? They're not going after aviation. They're not going after Visa. Visa is consuming significantly more energy to process transactions than Bitcoin.
Have you seen the amount of banking buildings in New York that are
In New
currently
York.
empty right now? That
Absolutely.
are consuming
Yeah.
coal.
So this stuff makes no sense, man. This is why I say our leadership today is from a different era. Imagine if we raised King James. I don't know which one of the great leaders in the Bible. Imagine say we raised Moses.
King
And
James
we
was
brought him
actually
today.
no. That's another interesting thing. King James
What?
was not in the Bible. King James was the king in Europe at the time that forced everybody to adopt Christianity. That created that version of the Bible that has been
That has been floating
manipulated,
around. Yeah.
that has been changed to
Yeah.
preach what he wants.
Now
King James took out a bunch of chapters from the Bible.
think about this. King James was really whipping CNN back in the day. Now think about this. Imagine you brought King James back from the dead and just dropped him here and said, "Hey, man, lead the modern day society." Right? He would definitely try to do it, but everything he will be trying to do is going to be old school mentality. And I think that a lot of our leadership today is in the old school mentality, and they're trying to lead a generation of the future. It does not work that way. Well, I cannot say it does not work that way because I have not lived to experience it. But I can say that it does not work that way because we can see that our understanding, like our generation, our understanding of technology, right, and the trajectory of technology is very different from someone who is significantly older than we are.
All right. So they always say, let's make this devil's advocate, right? So let me try to put myself in those shoes.
Yeah.
How do you make good out of this article? Oh, we're trying to be green, so we're going to stop Bitcoin. But the attention is always against Bitcoin. Everything else is doing the same thing, but you don't put your attention on that. So I'm not getting the point here. Of course, we want to protect the environment, but Bitcoin is not destroying the environment as much as the media makes it.
Yeah. That is for sure. That is, I mean, as a matter of fact, I'll take that a step further. It's not destroying the environment as much as the media makes it, but I'll take that further by saying it's actually helping the environment improve. That's for sure. Because if you look at all the wasted energy that was just being emitted out there before, that is now being converted back into Bitcoin mining at this point in time, that is a good enough reason to want Bitcoin to stay around. if you ask me.
Can I add
right?
can I add a plus one to that?
Please add to that.
The efficiencies that blockchains such as Bitcoin creates, especially
Right.
when you start implementing layer twos,
Yeah.
right, will even create a lot more, like less trees being killed, smart contracts. That way you're not spending a lot of time burning energy to get a lot of things that we're doing right now done. It automates a lot of things.
By the way, the other last night, I was reading about blockchain and AI. I'm not even gonna go into it, man. The world is not ready. Listen, we sincerely hope that Governor Huchu, is it Huchu? Is that how you pronounce his name? Will not sign. Or is it Huku?
Ocho.
Is it Huchu?
God, let's not screw up his name.
Huchu. I apologize, sir. No disrespect to your name. Honestly, I'm not trying to ruin your name or anything like that. So anyway, we hope that he does not sign this bill into law, as it represents a clear target of one industry among hundreds across New York states. States like California and Washington are studying this issue to understand the technology before taking drastic steps to limit its growth. That's a smart move. That's what you should do. Understand things before taking action. I mean,
That's so simple.
it's just that simple, man. Why is New York rushing to be the first to ban this thing? Is climate change happening faster in New York than the rest of the world? Is the sun? Is there like a hole in the ozone layer just beaming, just burning down New York? What is going on? I think there are alternative.
Is that Canada dust, man? Is that Canada dust, boy?
Canada dust. Hey, it is Canada dust, man. It's blowing too hard, man. Whatever is coming across Niagara, man, we need to change the direction of the wind.
They have
man.
gun issues to fix. We had what happened in Buffalo. They didn't go facing that sucker. The one you're talking about.
New York, the Great Apple, man. Please get your stuff together. I don't know what else to say, man. Like, this is not. This is the exact reason why we need Bitcoin. This is the exact reason why we need decentralization. When you have a small group of people deciding what can and cannot go, right? No matter what their narrative behind it is, there's this for climate, climate reasons and things like that. Look, man, we are all on this globe together, right? And we have to make these decisions collectively. We all agree that we need to improve the way we go about energy usage. We all agree to that. But to start targeting businesses, because if you're gonna do this, make it across the board. That way it's fair, right? Ethereum is still proof of work. They're not talking about that, right? No. So, listen. Any final thoughts, sir? Because this is a clear violation of our rights. I'll say that, and I hope this does not become a law.
You said something that kind of gave me an idea. So
tell us.
We think that we vote people into office to make decisions for us, right? So
Right.
that we no longer have to vote on every single decisions that get made.
Right.
Unfortunately, the people that we vote in office are not the people that we vote in office. We all know that, right? Because there is this group of people, they call them, what's it called?
Lobbies?
The delegates,
Okay.
right? The delegates that get lobbied, right? To then make the decision. Just, you saw what happened with Hillary Clinton and what's
Oh, Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders.
and Bernie Sanders,
Dude,
even
that
Biden did that
situation-
recently. Reverse.
Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. Okay, that situation was a big red flag.
Yeah.
It was a massive,
People not paying
massive, massive
attention.
red flag, and I do not freaking get it. And this is we did one video on CNN recently. I know we're going off course here, okay, but I think this is important.
It all connects. It's all connects. It's
It
so
all
weird,
connects,
but
right?
it does. That's what Bitcoin does. It's so weird.
This is the thing. I think that most Democrats know that at that point where you had Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, and mind you, I was not a supporter of any of these people. Still not a supporter of any of these people. As a matter of fact, I've not been a Democrat for a while. Listen, I don't know if I've ever been a Democrat in my life. But listen, man. Well, there was the time when Obama was president, and I felt, there was an inspirational moment there. Yes, at least for the very first year of his presidency, I felt, I was like, dude, this is empowering. Now I really feel it. I can really do this. That is when Yeah, let's not talk about the police encounter. Here's the thing. Um, I'm just going so far off track. When Bernie Sanders was running against Hillary Clinton, right? There was a clear point there that I think we all agree that Bernie Sanders had the momentum. He was winning. He had the numbers. It was looking great, right? And the way Hillary abruptly became the winner, I think many people know deep down. Anyone who has some sort of common sense shaking in their brain who understand what happened there, right? And I think that people felt that violation. Even for me, I felt that violation deep in my soul. Like I felt this sense of unease. I felt cheated, right? And the fact that people just kind of skip past that as a society, it's like, oh, we're just going to turn a blind eye to it, still bothers me. I get it. Like, not everyone kind of like keeps things like in their, you know, like in their mind, and kind of, it still bothers me that was not rectified. Because guess what, man? Your future is really, everything you do, all the decisions you make come together to put you where you are today. Right? That's up. And when you let things like that slide, right, it becomes a problem. Because listen, if you let them do this in your own party, right, that's Hillary versus Bernie, both Democrats, right? When you get to the next level, on the presidential level, why are you thinking, well, when you actually get to that point where you have a president, right, what makes you think that election was fair? When they've really demonstrated to you that this is not the case. So, in other words, this is not going to be a famous thing to say, but your vote may not really count. I think that's the one you're looking for, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. But, let's not go down that road anymore. Carry on, sir. What are you saying?
Yeah. So I was saying the delegates, right?
Yeah.
The delegates then put people like this guy in office,
yes,
making decisions for us without involving us. Pass it on to the governor passes it. Whereas in the meantime, we don't know who has put money in this guy's pocket. So you think that decisions are being made on your behalf, and you wonder what's wrong with your state, with your city, whatever, right? I'm saying blockchains, Bitcoin, can allow us to get involved in all those decisions. Oh, that's a new decision that needs to get made. Hey, everybody, go out to this website or go to this wallet and go vote. That way we all get involved in every decision. We're not sitting down here waiting for Senate and Congress to make any decision for us. We
Absolutely.
make the decisions.
We get to make the decisions. And this is, I agree. I totally agree with that, man. And that is just the possibilities, man, with what you just explained there is limitless. It's mind-blowing. I think that's what we should be focusing our efforts towards. This is what we're trying to do as well on our part. Like the stuff that we're working on in the background, which we're not going to really talk about right now. It is about this decentralized operation of things, of society, right? Not having
Get
this...
your voice heard,
Exactly.
Be of value to your community, not be used.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's... I think decentralization is coming. I think it's going to prevail, because the more we have leadership oppressing people in this way, there's going to be a point where the people will start to resist. It's just natural human nature. You cannot keep pushing people down forever and just expect that nothing will happen. So that's what I think will happen in this situation. But this term here with New York, it's a shame. It's definitely a shame. All right. Any thoughts before we depart, sir?
Man, you've gotten a lot on my brain today, man. That was good.
Hey, man, listen. This is what we do at STAKK, man. We're just trying to simplify this situation. We want to have the discussion about the blockchain, the thing that is, coming
come
up.
on the show. Bring the fire, man. We want it.
Hey, listen. If you want to come on the show, let us know, man. Put it in the comments. How was Twitter? We are definitely on Twitter, right? All those links are down below. By the way, let me just drop this here before we go. We are on Twitter, StackFin, Facebook, StackFin, right? Instagram, Stack Crypto. I think I changed our name on crypto on Instagram. I'll confirm that.
We gotta go check that.
Yeah, I'll confirm that and come back to you, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, Brazen out.
Double O.